Welcome to First Time Leaders Accelerated. I'm Tim Smith, your host and coach. This podcast is dedicated to first-time leaders and business owners who hired their first employee. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, yet 60% of first-time leaders fail due to often overlooked prerequisites. This podcast will help you avoid these failures. Today, our conversation will be about a concept that I pioneered called the Leader's Ultimate KPIs. KPI is a business acronym that's been around for decades. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. These indicators are about numbers used to measure performance and make decisions. So, what do you think I mean by the Leader's Ultimate KPIs? I'll give you a hint. The Leader's Ultimate KPIs have nothing to do with numbers and everything to do with feelings. 3 specific feelings: appreciation, inspiration, and fulfillment. I believe the most important feeling is appreciation. I want to share a story with you to demonstrate the power of appreciation. Eunice worked for one company as a janitor for 20 years. Being a janitor is a thankless job and probably not a whole lot of fun. The company Eunice worked for changed owners. Within a few days, the new owner met each person and personally thanked them for their service. When Eunice was approached and thanked, she immediately burst into tears and asked to be excused. Thinking she was sick, she was allowed to leave. The new owner, being a true people-centered leader, was concerned for Eunice and followed up with her the next day. She asked Eunice if she was okay. Eunice began to tear up again, but quickly regained her composure. Eunice said in her 20 years with the company, she never received any form of thank you, not even a verbal thank you. Eunice was so moved when the new owner thanked her personally, she could not contain her emotions, and that's why she had to leave. Eunice was considering the change of ownership as a good time to quit. She was planning to let them know the day that the new owner first met her. The new owner's very simple demonstration of appreciation kept Eunice from leaving. The power of timely and genuine appreciation, demonstrated in person, can't be topped. This form of appreciation quickly evolves into inspired people and ultimately a trusting culture. Appreciation takes very little time and effort to demonstrate, yet the increased performance and positive byproducts are infinite. People feel appreciated when they receive recognition, especially peer recognition. Those who feel appreciated will always perform above and beyond what is expected. Treat people like they make a difference, and they will. Don't miss an opportunity to demonstrate your appreciation. The second feeling is inspiration. When people feel inspired, they look forward to coming in every day and performing at their best. Being inspired is different than being motivated. People often use the terms motivation and inspiration interchangeably, when they are actually the opposite at their source. Motivation is external or extrinsic. The classic example is the carrot and the stick used to motivate the donkey pulling the cart. There's motivation for the donkey to perform and pull the cart when the carrot is present. When the carrot disappears, the donkey's motivation typically disappears. When this happens in business, the results are always subpar performance. Inspiration, on the other hand, is internal or intrinsic. It's a feeling compelling you to action. You are making up your own mind, not someone telling you what is good for you, trying to motivate you. Therefore, it's critical to have inspired people rather than motivated people. The third feeling is fulfillment. People feel fulfilled when they know what they do matters and they feel part of a higher cause to help others. The feeling of fulfillment perpetuates the positive cycle of being inspired to return and perform day after day. Yet 90% of Americans return home not feeling fulfilled because they feel their performance doesn't matter. These 3 feelings pave the way for the secondary KPIs. When the leader's primary focus is on the ultimate KPIs, the secondary KPIs, the numbers, will take care of themselves. I realize leaders have many responsibilities, which is why I recommend leaders' primary focus, not sole focus, should be on the ultimate KPIs. A great positive byproduct of the ultimate KPIs is the emergence of trust, another necessary feeling for leaders and those they lead. When people know you appreciate and care for them, they will feel safe and begin to trust you, their leader. Instead of focusing on the bottom line, people-centered leaders focus on the people who influence the bottom line. The ultimate KPIs apply to leaders too. Leaders are often overlooked or not considered when talking about the ultimate KPIs. If leaders don't feel appreciated, inspired, and fulfilled, their people won't either. Based on the concept of ultimate KPIs, the new meaning of KPI is keep people inspired. This is accomplished by continually demonstrating genuine appreciation for people, not just saying it. Appreciated people are inspired people. If you take care of the ultimate KPIs, your ROI will also have a new meaning: return on inspiration. If you find my insight valuable, share this podcast with one or two others. This podcast is available on Amazon, Apple, iHeart, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. If you want to benefit from my nearly 4 decades as a crash test dummy for leader development, click the appropriate link in the show notes. Remember, treat people like they make a difference, and they will. Make your leadership matter. Thank you for listening. Take care.